Good day to you, one and all. It is I, Justin Hawkins, and this is Justin Hawkins Rides Again. How comes he's wearing that t-shirt with them snazzy ventilation flaps in the armpits? Well, I've just been doing a workout in the kitchen. It got a bit warm, and this is what I elect to wear during those moments because it just allows the armpits to breathe. Do you know what I mean by that? It's much nicer for everybody concerned. Nanowar of Steel have released a song called Disco Metal. It came out on the 8th of February. I know nothing about this band. I've never heard of them, and I'm excited to analyse this track for you. Nice one, guys. Justin Hawkins Rides Again, again. Again, again, again. Nanowar of Steel. Before I talk to you about what they do and who they are, I'm going to read you some comments from the video concerned. Fernando Alvarez says, "This song is so good, my neighbours threw a brick through my window to hear it better." Yeah, yeah. 264 people went, yeah. Neil Pukrad Munsintagaras said, "If only this came out in the 80s, it would have been an instant classic." Can't wait to hear this one. Nanowar of Steel is a comedy Italian heavy metal band. Wow. Their work mainly aims to make humorous references to and jokes about the genre, often parodying the way in which power metal bands are perceived to take themselves very seriously. They've just announced their 5th studio album, Dislike to False Metal. Nanowar of Steel. Remember Manowar? That was a metal band that used to walk around in basically loincloths, all oiled up, loads of muscles. Pretty cool. Used to look at that poster longingly, not because of the models, but because of the guitars and stuff that I imagine they might own in their houses. Men in loincloths does nothing for me. Here we go. Disco metal. Right, where's my cans? I just put the cans on. Okay. Nanowar is actually pretty good, isn't it? I don't know why they've added the of steel. Nanowar would be really cool if it was like, if all the imagery was like Manowar, but with your nan, you know, so it would be your nan in a loincloth and presumably a loin bikini top of some sort. Well, maybe not, actually. The drummer could just have 2 knitting needles. Just let it go? Yeah, I'll let it go.
Disco metal, dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the shadows, metal in the house.
Okay, I already like it. The thing about power metal, and this is I'm not going to talk about any specific, real life, not doing a parody power metal band, but there's always some really, really, really generic pop stuff accompanied by the really heavy stuff. And it's almost like the more saccharine and predictable the pop elements are, the more they cross over and the more fervently their sort of metal audience loves them. And I just think that's like within a song, you go from being really edgy, really powerful and really in your face to just sounding like fucking 2 Unlimited. And I don't understand power metal because of that. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. Okay, before you get your knickers in a twist, I'm not talking about... Should I name them? I'm not talking about... All right, I'm not talking about, Bring Me the Horizon or bands like that. I'm not talking about that specifically. I'm just saying as a genre, what happens is within the course of a song, you get really horrible pop music and really exciting metal stuff. And I suppose the idea of it is near the twain shall meet. You know, the more contrast there is between the pop bits and the metal bits, the happier everyone is. It's almost like a respite to the riffery when you hear that sort of pop stuff. But this is already really on the nose for me. Techno, 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 techno. Everybody in the house! It's just like that, isn't it? But then, they are parodying it. Oh, and here's a bit where the heavy guitars are actually in accompaniment to the 2 Unlimited sort of horrible 90s disco pop stuff. And I think that's the important thing about parody. If you're going to do it, if you're going to parody something, you've got to master it first. Otherwise, it just lands a bit different. This is really nailing it.
Riders, we are ready to fight.
For the synth and the might. I always love that sort of neon coloured netting. I think it's very elegant, especially on a fella with horns or whatever it is he's got on his face. I think I've got the same shirt as that guy in the white blazer. Might be a little bit of auto-tune on the voice, but you know, who's counting? I just saw another shirt that I own. Hang on a second. So if you pause it at 1 minute 43, there's a fella in a Hawaiian shirt. I swear to God, I've got the same shirt. They've basically plundered my summer wardrobe for this video, and I'm here for it. That's a good line. Reek of putrefaction and guts sweeping the floor. Doom Perignon. Doom Perignon. Because it's like Dom Perignon, but you know, but with scary. Kind of reminds me a little bit of some of the stuff that Carpenter Brute does. You know, it's that French DJ guy. We'll do an episode on him soon as well. Some satanic chanting going on there. It's a lovely little middle eight. I noticed that the decks that the Mummy Man's using on 3 minutes 28 is a Pioneer DJ. Could be a DDJ 1000. That's what I use actually when I'm spinning the wheels of steel. Available for all weddings, bar mitzvahs, and bar mitzvahs, and you know, satanic rituals. So hit me up. That beep 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 Beelzebub is that sounds like something from Freddie Mercury's solo career, you know. Bado! Can't see the guitars anywhere. They haven't done that thing where it's like a hybrid arrangement. It really does seem techno heavy. That's the way I like my power metal. I was fully expecting them to go at some point, but they didn't do that. I feel shocked. I mean, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Actually, I can imagine that sort of being somewhat of a floor filler. I mean, not that I ever go to clubs, you know. I wouldn't go to a club that would have me. What's that? How's it go? I would never want to be a member of a club that would accept me. How does it go? Somebody tell me in the comments. What's that expression? And of course, going to clubs is a fucking nightmare. But were I to go to a club, I can fully imagine this disco metal song being somewhat of a floor filler, regardless of how metal inclined the audience is, because it's very much techno-centric. There you go. I just used the expression techno. I might have even coined it. Techno-centric. Justin Hawkins writes again. What? Techno. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Watch one of these two videos, and fear not, the future of power metal is in safe hands. Cheers.